Yeah, yeah, and you have certainly, we talked about this before getting on the air, you have certainly evolved just as a woman and as a woman in this business who has a family myself. I truly admire you and how you've always put your family first and how you carry yourself on social media. What's been the difference between you and other artists you see in terms of your evolution and taking time to focus on family while balancing your career?
I think part of the key to it is I don't pay attention to other people and what they're doing. I think all of us, we have a different walk because each of us have our own purpose. And the things that you love and the things that you give your attention to are the things that flourish. And my family and my children, they were important to me. You know, from 12 years old to 23, all I did was make music and get out here and hustle and grind and I mean, Chitlin Circuit all the way to arenas. I did it.
Yeah.
So at 24, when I gave birth for the first time, it just changed my perspective on what was important, and I had a greater reason for doing better and for being better. You know, I've always been a little feisty, but always with good intentions.
Yeah.
You know, but I learned a lot. You know, I've learned to still say what I feel, but how you say it can change how it's received. Or just as simple as what I may say when I'm on stage, I say whatever I feel in my heart. I don't say just what we've planned for me to say, because I think when you put on a pedestal or you have a platform like that, you can use it for some good. And you know, it's unfortunate we live in a very negative world, and you know, the worst of stories will sell the most. So I try to be the light I want to see. If I don't see that light before I leave here, at least remember me in the light. You know, and that's just the way I live, because my kids are watching me even if no one else is. So it just changed my whole perspective to be a mom, because no matter who else isn't there, I have no choice but to be.
Yeah.
You know, because they didn't ask to be here. And that's the same thing that I tell any other mom. You know, people are too hard on themselves about trying to balance work and balance home. But for me, there's no balance. It is them.
Yeah.
It is them.
Yeah.
I don't sacrifice them. I sacrifice for them.
Yeah.
So if you keep it kind of set up like that in your head, you can make the proper decisions to do what you need to do for your family and not beat yourself up about the things you may not know. You learn with your kids.
Yeah.
Or I did, at least.
Yeah. And I love that. I was looking at your social media, even when you're traveling, it's like kids always on your mind. You post the screenshots of your FaceTiming and your text messages and the candy apples that you got at the airport for the boys.
Kids are addicted to Savannah's the candy kitchen.
Yeah.
So as soon as they already know my schedule, because one of my things with them is no lies, all true.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell them what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, how long it's going to take, and when I'm coming back. If something changes, they have to be the first to know. That way you build that trust, you know, between all of us. And so he already knew. My oldest, Rocco, he knew I would be in the airport at that time. You see, he didn't even ask. He said, "You're in the airport."
Wow.
So he knew, and he's like, "Can you bring candy apples?" I'm like, "Is that it? Is that all you want?" Like, no,
no,
Mom,
I love you. I'm checking in. How you doing?
Yeah. So he'll always kind of send me things, but he's definitely like my sensitive child. He's sensitive, but he's very mature.
Yeah.
Assertive. He had to travel with me a lot.
Yeah.
You know, from the time that he was born, we were gone. We were on the road. When you saw him on the Makings of Me album cover, I kept my baby with me. And then by the time I had Romello, I said, you know what, we're going to stay home and kind of chill out. So he's my little protector.
Yeah.
And then Leia is the second coming of me.
Yo, yeah.
I do not know how that happened, because she looks like her father, but she is the second coming of me. So it's an interesting combination between the three of them, but it keeps me exactly where I need to be. It keeps me in the mindset of love versus all the things that you see in the world, which sometimes consist of hate, consist of negativity. I'm able to weed it out. I got them all down.
That is so great. That's a great space to be in. And I'm really glad that you spoke specifically to the mothers with children, because I think a lot of times, especially with single mothers, which is not the case for you, but sometimes.
No, but I was.
Yeah.
When I met my husband, I had 2 small boys.
Yeah.
And I was very protective. You know, we didn't meet them until after he proposed. I was very protective of their space, because once they've seen or experienced something, you can't undo it.
Yeah.
Then you're trying to fix it. You know, so their bond with him is so strong because they met on some real strong pretenses. It wasn't just, oh, he cute, I met him, and come on over.
Yeah.
It was really like, we're going to build a family, and I'm here for you. And my youngest son used to call him Superman, because he would dunk for him and do, you know, help him. He'd lift him up, let him dunk. Or, you know, they just created their own bond, and it's continued for 7 years. But I tell moms, because that's really what I get asked a lot.
Yeah.
I tell moms all the time, we are too hard on ourselves. Our kids see us every day, and they see the other people that, whether they're there or not there, they start to recognize those that have been good to them, those that have caused hardships, or those that just haven't been there. They know, you know, so a lot of it is us, you know, beating up on ourselves, and we miss the time that we could spend just bonding with them. So I just I always say, if you are looking in your rear view, you're gonna crash. You got to look directly in front of you. What's ahead? Where are you going? What is the ultimate goal? I just keep that mind frame.
Yeah, I just feel like I should pull out my wallet, like you preaching, like when the plane gonna come by, girl.
No, I cried a lot of nights until I figured it out, and you know, and I started to learn too, to just, everybody believes in different things. For me, I trust the Most High. I let Him lead. I let Him guide. And when I make a mistake, I speak directly to Him too. We always looking out in the world for answers, and the answers are not out there. They're either in here or up there. So it's just like a learning process. I'm different now at 36 than I was at 26. Always changing, always growing.